Hi guys, PD here, welcome to the channel, welcome to another new video. You guys know I'm very passionate about VR. This is not a VR video. This is about something else really special that I'm passionate about and I want to share with you guys. If you're into retro gaming, the Amiga, the Atari back in the day, you're going to find this really interesting. I was really big into the Amiga scene. In my wardrobe upstairs, I've got 4 boxes like this. And they are full of floppy disks. A few friends and myself ran a computer software company. We produced a few games on the Amiga. These were all in the public domain. We used to use these floppy disks to store our data on. This is one of our games, Orbital. This is another of our games, it's called Cop the Lot. And we actually made it into a proper box. You could buy this. These were used to store data on. You put this into your Amiga, this would flip back and the Amiga would read the data off the disc in there, look. See the little disc? So back then you used to store all your information on these discs. I used to make music on the Amiga and I used to use a program on the Amiga called Pro Tracker. I've got hundreds of these discs with my music stored on them. These are getting really old now. And there's never been a way to transfer these onto my PC to back them up. I could boot up my old Amiga, connect it to a TV, but there's no way for me to record my music. Not digitally anyway. So I've been looking for ways to transfer my modules, my songs, onto my PC for future safekeeping and nostalgia reasons. Now you can get floppy drives for the PC, but they won't read Amiga discs. You need a special floppy drive to read these. For the most part of last year, behind the scenes, I've been looking for a way to transfer this data onto my PC and I finally found a solution. There's a guy on the internet called Rob Smith. He makes custom designed floppy drives for the purpose of taking data from the Amiga to your PC. There's a bit of a waiting list for this drive. I'm still on the waiting list. I'm not due to get this drive until June 2022. Luckily for me, my friend got his drive a few weeks ago. He's told me he's not got time to do it, so he's let me buy it off him. Okay, so this is the drive. Now originally, Rob would send these out custom built. These days, Rob no longer sends you the converted floppy drive. So what you have to do is, you have to buy a floppy drive, a PC floppy drive from Amazon. He sends you this part. So this is the connector he sends you and you have to modify the drive yourself. There's a really handy video. I'm going to share the video now.
So, you want to upgrade your USB floppy drive. Step 1. Purchase one from somewhere that you can easily return it to. Step 2. Check the drive is able to read a normal PC floppy disk. Step 3. Undo the screw on the back and slide the top and bottom apart. Step 4. Locate this connector. If it's not there, put it back together, send it back, and start again. Step 5. Carefully slide the clip forward and remove the flat cable from the circuit board. Step 6. On your drawbridge circuit board, carefully open the clip. Step 7. Slide the flat cable into the drawbridge connector. Note which way round the board is facing. Step 8. Carefully slide the connector closed whilst keeping the flat cable in place. Step 9. Place the new PCB inside the drive and arrange the wire carefully. Step 10. Slide the lid back in place and screw the drive together. Congratulations! Your drive has now been upgraded with the drawbridge circuit. At any point you can simply reverse these steps to restore the drive to its original state should you need access to PC floppy disks or you need to return the drive.
Okay, I did all that and I got it working. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to show you how I'm transferring these files onto my PC. So this is Rob's software, it's called Drawbridge. We're going to run it. Select the drive, which is here, which is the bottom one. So the bottom one is this drive here. So this floppy disk has got some of my songs on it, some of my Amiga modules. I'm going to put it into the drive now. You can hear it click. And we're going to save it. I need to start to document and save all the data. So this is going to be my first one. I'm going to type in here PD modules, click on save. I'm going to hit start, and this is going to grab all the data from the floppy, add it to my PC, and it's in a file form called ADF. So start. So this program is now reading the disk, grabbing all the information. These ADF files I'll be able to open later with an Amiga emulator. Okay, that was a complete success. Don't forget, these discs are about 30 years old. Sometimes you might get mold inside there. Sometimes these might not be readable. They might be too badly damaged with mold, that sort of thing. But I'm going to try and salvage as much as I can. So now I've got the file. If I go back to this folder, if I go into my backup, there we go, that's my first file. To play my music on the Amiga, I used to use software. There's various software I could use: Pro Tracker, Noise Tracker, Optimed, Sound Tracker. For me to play my music now, I still need the software that I used to create the music. So I'm going to copy this now. These are discs that came with the Amiga magazines you used to buy from the shop. A lot of these magazines for the Amiga, you used to get free software, free music, that sort of thing. This has got a free program on it called Sound Tracker Pro 2. So I'm going to copy this now onto my PC. Sound Tracker Pro 2. Click on save. I'm going to put this into the drive and we're going to copy the file across. Same as before. Click on start. If this is something you fancy doing yourself, I'll leave a link to Rob's Discord below this video. The kit costs about £25 for this part, and then you need to buy a floppy drive as well. So it's not too expensive. Again, another successful copy. Okay, so now I've copied the software I need, and I've copied some of my songs. I'm now going to run an Amiga emulator. The best Amiga emulator at the moment is this one. It's called WinUAE. I'm going to run it. I've been playing around with this emulator for about 8 hours now. There is a way to try and make the emulator think this is a real floppy drive. You have to go into expansion, go to disk controllers. In here should be the name of this floppy drive. For some reason, for me, I can't find this drive with this program. So at the moment I'm asking people in the community for some help as to why this is not working. If this worked, all I need to do was put this into here. It would read the data. I would be able to read the data from here instead of copying it. That would save me the extra step of copying these files onto my PC. So with this emulator, I'm going to emulate this floppy drive. Now don't forget, I've just copied the data from this floppy onto my PC. I need this emulator to think that the information I copied from this disk is on here. To do this, I'm going to select drive DF0. I'm going to select an image. That will be the music software. So I'm going to select the sound tracker. I'm now going to make this emulator think there's a second floppy drive attached. And in this one, I'm going to select my music. I'm going to hit the start button and the emulator will boot up. Let me get a nice big screen. So this is now emulating the Amiga A500. Okay, so on the screen right now, this is the Amiga operating system. We have a file here called CU132. Basically, that's this disk. I copy this onto my PC and that's what we can see. Over here it says Paradise Decay, and that is this disc, and that's got my songs on it. Now we're going to run the disc from the magazine, double click, and we're going to install the Soundtracker Pro 2. These are the contents of this disc. We're going to run Soundtracker Pro 2, again double click. So Soundtracker 2 is loading in. I'm going to explain how Soundtracker works, and this is how I used to create music over 30 years ago. Okay, so this is a 4-track sequencer, and it uses 8-bit samples and internal samples. Basically, the Amiga has got a built-in sound chip. With this software, basically, you had to type in the notes separately. So your keyboard on the Amiga became like a keyboard on a musical keyboard. Pressing certain notes would put in a note into the program. So for example, over here, look, if I hit a certain key on my keyboard, it would put in a certain note like C sharp, that sort of thing. I would produce music this way by inputting the notes separately: A sharp, B sharp, B sharp, C sharp, C, D, and I slowly build up a song. Not only could I use the internal sounds to create music, the Amiga allowed me to use 8-bit samples. Again, we are limited to the software and the hardware at the time. With this tracker program, I've got 4 individual tracks. I can only play 4 notes at the same time simultaneously. So what that means is I could only have 4 sounds on the same line at the same time. So you can imagine it's really hard to produce music and make music with only 4 channels. And you have to use some tricks to make it sound like you're using more than 4 notes at the same time. I'm going to load in one of my modules now and show you the process. I'm going to show this all working. This is going to be an amazing experience for me. It's going to be really emotional. I've not heard these songs in 30 years. And for the first time, I'm going to be able to capture the digital quality of the music 30 years ago. Okay, we're going to load in some songs. There are some songs already on the disc, but we're going to find mine and try mine. Okay, so I'm in the menu. I need to go back. I need to select DF1, which is this floppy here, and this is what we did a copy of. Open it. A directory has appeared with my name on it. Okay, fingers crossed this works. We're going to load in the top one, Gone Forever. This might take a while to load in. My song is going to feature a selection of computer generated music from the Amiga chip itself, and also I used to sample clips from the TV, from music, from films, and I used to store them on floppy disks like this one here, look. This has got vocal samples, collection 1, 1995. If you go to any of the Amiga archive sites and you type in my name, Paradise Decay, I can guarantee you'll find some of my music and my mods in the archives. Okay, so you guys are going to hear this song for the first time, same as me. I'm going to explain some of the numbers you can see on the screen right now. So these green lines are going to scroll up and it's going to play the music as it comes to the music. F1 is the chord F1. Now the numbers at the side of it are like special effects. So the C10, C15, C20, C25, C30, that's a volume control. The song's going to start out really quiet and it's going to get louder and louder. You'll see this moving up and you'll see all the individual notes in all 4 channels. If I scroll across to the right, this is a waveform for one of the samples I've used. We're ready to go. You ready, guys? Let's go. Let's do it. It's working. Can you see the notes? F1, B1. Wow. I'm going to be storing these videos on YouTube for safekeeping. F2 on the right is a sound sample, so that's that bass sample you can hear playing. hear the audio samples I've taken from films as well. Far, far away. And you can see all my special effects on the samples and the audio. And this song actually won me a competition. It was featured in the Amiga Grapevine, which was a monthly publication. It was like a disc-based magazine. What you're hearing right now is pure digital Amiga. That was epic. That really was epic. So crisp and clear as well on my PC. I like to use a lot of samples in my music, so I didn't really use the sound chip a lot. I'm going to try and find one of my songs where I use the chip to make the sounds and the music. Let me see if I can find one of my songs. Just going through all my discs now. I'm going to record and upload each song on YouTube as its own separate video. So if you guys are really curious about what I've been doing on the Amiga, they will be there for you to listen to and check out. Before I end the video, I'm going to try and show you some of my games we made, like Orbital. I want to see if it works. I want to see if Cop the Lot still works. So we made this lottery number predictor, and the second time we tried it, it got its 5 numbers in the lottery. So it worked. And games like Orbital, I did all the music for, and I'd love to show you guys some of my music that I made for the game. And again, all the music was composed using a tracker program like this. So this is my Orbital disc with all my songs, samples, and this is the music I used in the game Orbital. So this is a song that's got lots of whale samples in it. Okay, so Snow Whale. Whale. This emulator is amazing. Whales, more whales. Are you not entertained? Still remember my songs? Whale scratching. Get ready. Ba-ba-bum-bum. What? Hear it? My wife's come to have a look, see what I'm doing. She remembers these songs from 30 years ago. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to find one more song that uses the internal chip. So this has got my official Christmas remix on. I've not got a really good quality copy of this, so this is going to be amazing. Dong merrily on high. the numbers in the top right? That's the length of the song look. Going through all the individual patterns. So that's pattern 33. Okay, so this mod, Slice of Life, should use a lot more of the internal chip. I'm going to load it in now. This should be a bit more familiar with you for retro gaming. Like I said, I tend to use a lot of samples in my songs back in the day. After this, I'm going to check out the 2 games we developed. I also used to make music on a Roland MC303. And I used to save the songs on here as well. If I can find a Roland MC303 emulator, I might be able to load in my MIDI songs as well. That's something I'm going to have to look at a later date. Okay, let's go.
In a few moments you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious awareness.
You'll be able to hear the chip in a minute when I do all these weird effects with it.
In a few moments you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious
You'll hear the pitch
awareness.
change. Can you hear the pitch change? Can you hear all the different pitch changes? That main synth is like going down and then getting higher. I've had to program all the coding for that. You can hear it now getting louder, higher pitch. And you can see all the code on the right hand side. That's changing the sound.
In a few moments you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious awareness.
Awesome. Okay, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to load in one of my old games. See if it works. Orbital Disc 1. Orbital Disc 2. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. If it works, you'll hear my music playing. And I don't know what the keys are on the keyboard to play the game. Orbital Disc 1. Let's run it, see what happens. Oh, it's looking good so far. My eyes are wide open now. Come on, please work. I've not seen this game in around 30 years. Please work. The wait is tense. That was my music. Come on, you can do it. Oh my god, it worked! This is my music. Barbara! Orbital! Orbital! I might have cut the lot off because you're in there. Are you in this one? You did all the noises? Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? You did all the sound effects. So my wife did all the sound effects in this game. Choose a game style. Beginners try progressive game. Is this working? Is it working? Have you got the balls to play? Something's happening. It might have crashed. 1995. Level 1. Let's go. This is my music. I did a lot of the graphics as well. What do you say in it? Remember? What? So basically it's like we did Puzzle Bobble before Puzzle Bobble, and they ripped our idea. That blue. That's my wife. I forgot how to play now. Oh yeah, change the colour don't you to matte. But not the grey ones. I messed up. Yeah, totally messed up. Forfeit line. Try again. This is before you were born, Jade. And Sarah. This is my game. I made this. Okay, so change that to red. So we invented match 3 games before match 3 games were a thing. Okay, I can do that one, can't I? Blue there. I'm such a noob. Let's get rid of the grey one. How do I get rid of the grey ones again? That blue. black blue, black red. Is that red? And the idea is to get rid of all the balls.
10-second warning.
10-second warning. Okay, can I choose a different level? That's amazing.
Game over.
Game over.
Is it game over, Doc?
Yeah, it is over.
Let me check out the options. And then I'm going to see if Cop the Lot works. Enter your name. PD. It's really slow now though. You forget how fast computers are these days. Okay, so options. Challenge game. If I remember right, we did not allow you to change levels. No. You had to make your way through progress through the levels. Game music on, game music off. High scores, quit the game. Why would you want to turn the music off? Dave, you shouldn't put that in. I'm going to have words with Dave when I see him next. Let me have a quick go on the challenge game. That might start a new level. One of my favourite levels was the underwater level with all the fish. Yes! Yes!
That green.
My favourite level. Again, this is my music, and I helped design a lot of the game with the graphics. Okay, we can go for a... Hey? Okay, sod VR, I'm playing this all day now. Oh, they can go red. Oh. Yes, go on, we can do it. Let's try and get rid of all the grey balls, don't we?
That blue.
That blue, that red.
10-second warning.
10-second warning. Green.
Game over.
Game over. Okay, that was amazing, guys. Oh, battery's gone on my phone. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, guys. My battery's gone on my phone, so I'll have to check out Cop the Lot another day. Thank you for watching. Have a Merry Christmas. I'll see you later. Bye.